What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. If you want to see that daily Ravens content, make sure the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell as well if you want to get notified every single time I put a brand new video. Now, in this video today, I'm going to be talking about the franchise tag deadline because the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, have franchise tagged Lamar Jackson. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Joshua and I did a live stream on Sunday talking about all of that. It became a podcast episode, so make sure to go check that out if you want to, more analysis on my true opinion on all those things and different questions that came up in there. But in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what the franchise tag means and entails. Then I'll get into why they chose that versus the exclusive franchise tag and what I think will come of it. Let's jump right into it. First off, what is a franchise tag? First off, a franchise tag is basically keeping a player with the organization so that they aren't forced to, have players walk. This helps in free agency. This helps keep small market teams, afloat because everybody wants to play in LA and things like that. So with that, they created two franchise tags, the exclusive and the non-exclusive. Exclusive says, hey, you can't talk to anybody. You're with us this year. Now, at the same time, teams can grant permission to look for, contracts. That happens underneath the exclusive tag. Not saying it doesn't happen. It can happen. And that's how you get tag in trades where it's like 3 first-round picks, 4 first-round picks, that sort of thing. So the Ravens could have done that. The non-exclusive is a smaller cap. It's about $32 million. And what that does is it allows the player to test free agency. However, any contract that they agree to, they sign basically a contract that says, I agree to this offer. It's an offer sheet. And then the Ravens or the team that tags them are given 5 days to match that offer. If they don't match that offer, the contract goes through and that player signs with whatever team offered it to them. And the team that offered them sends the next 2 first-round picks that they have. So, for example, random team, insert the Atlanta Falcons. I know the Atlanta Falcons are not signing Lamar Jackson. Reports have said that, but they have the 8th pick. If they agree to a contract with Lamar and Lamar signs it and the Ravens don't match it, Lamar goes to the Atlanta Falcons on whatever deal they agreed to, and then the Ravens get the 8th overall pick in the 2024 first-round pick of the Atlanta Falcons. That's how that works. The cap hits about $32 million, a little bit more than that, and it's very beneficial to teams to do this because it allows I think Adam Schefter tweeted this, and I think it's the perfect word to use. It allows the market to mediate the negotiations between the Ravens and Lamar. Because if Lamar Jackson wants a contract that no team is willing to pay, then he is either going to have to play for $32 million this year, or sign whatever contract the Ravens have offered, or change his contract and ask for less money. That is what the Ravens are doing. I said on Sunday night that I think the Ravens should do the non-exclusive tag because I don't think any team's going to offer Lamar Jackson a crazy NFL market-changing contract. I think that was done last year. And that was the $50 million, right? About $50 million. That was the Kylers. That was the Deshaun Watsons. That was resetting the market. And we didn't see other quarterbacks reset the market. They fit in it right around where I expected them all to go. Daniel Jones at about $40 million. And then, in the 30s for Geno and Derek Carr. That's about what I expected them to do. The superstar quarterbacks are going to get about $50 million. And it just depends on the guarantees, whether it's the Players Association or whatever pushing for guarantees. Maybe it's Lamar pushing for guarantees. Maybe it's both. That's what the negotiations are on. And so Lamar Jackson is going to have to go to all these other teams to try and get them to offer him more guaranteed money than the Ravens are doing. And if he does, the Ravens can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, we'll pay that. Because them putting the non-exclusive tag means that they are willing to pay Lamar Jackson almost anything. If they don't decide that, they are saying we would rather have 2 first-round picks than Lamar Jackson on this contract. That is what they're saying. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I believe the Ravens would pay Lamar Jackson's asking price. However, I think they know that they can get him for cheaper. And this is the best way to get Lamar Jackson to pay for cheaper. Maybe you guys are fans of other things. Maybe it is. Maybe you guys are fans. I'll do the sports card analogy again for people that missed it, right? Here's my sports card. This is my favorite sports card that I have. A Joel Embiid sports card. It doesn't matter what card, right? Lamar Jackson is saying, I want to buy this card for $40. This card's worth well more than $40. I want this card for $40. And I'm negotiating with him. And I want to sell it to him. And he wants to buy it from me. But it's not happening. I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I can't do it for 40. He's like, I want it for 40. I'm like, I'll make up a number. It's worth $200. I have no idea what it's worth. I want $200. And he's like, no, I want $40. That's what I'm going to pay. I can tell him, you know what? I don't think it's worth that. But if you find someone that, would take it for $40, I'll also sell you this one for $40. So then Lamar Jackson goes around to every other person selling this card, and selling the card would be paying a quarterback. And he's saying $40, $40, $40, $40, $40 to every single person. And if he finds someone that goes, you know what? Sell it to you for 80. He comes back to the Ravens, or he comes back to me, and he says, I got someone for $80 million, for $80. And I'll be like, you know what? I wanted to sell it for 40 anyway, but I knew I could get more money out of it by making him talk to other people. Increase that offer. And in Lamar's case, it would be decreasing. It's not a perfect analogy, but that is what I believe they're doing. They're going to get the card. They just feel they can get it for cheaper than what the initial than what the asking price is. So make them, right? In cards, I don't want to get too into it, but people use, eBay, and they use recently sold items. Check the comps is what they say. Okay. See what other teams are willing to pay you. We'll pay you that, but see what they're willing to pay. And the Ravens are betting, and they're banking on the fact that nobody's going to give him a larger deal than he's asking for. And I think they're willing to pay whatever he's asking for. And if he doesn't find another deal this year, they have him for $32 million cap hit, which isn't bad. I think this is a good deal. I think it was smart for the Ravens to do the non-exclusive tag. I obviously want the Ravens to re-sign him. But I said it before. I said this from the jump. I feel like the Ravens and Lamar Jackson would probably accept each other's offer, but they both feel they can get their side. It's like they know they'd accept the others, but they also know the other one would accept their offer. So it's like it's a game of chicken. And I think Lamar's going to talk to some teams. I think he's going to talk to the Jets. I think he's going to talk to probably the Panthers. I think he's going to talk to probably the Raiders. They're probably the teams that I would look out for. That would maybe talk to him. And there's not a lot. But if he's going to get a contract, I would assume it's from those teams. I doubt it's the Dolphins. I doubt it's one of these other teams, because now they can't, for example, if it was the Dolphins wouldn't be able to say, hey, Ravens, we'll trade you Tua and, these picks. It would be the Dolphins have to sign Lamar and then figure out how to get rid of Tua. It would be way too difficult. There's not a lot of teams that are able to do it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on this. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for daily Ravens content, and I'll see all of you again tomorrow.